Okay, and now, fortunately, we have the congressman ready. Let me bring in Cory Mills right now. Congressman, thank you very much for joining me. Sorry about the comms. I don't have to explain to you how it gets complicated
Chris,
in
no
these
worries
situations.
whatsoever. I
You
was just going to
live.
say that it's funny that the last time that you and I had a chance to talk, we were talking in 2021, and it was about the Afghan botch withdrawal. And I got to tell you, I really appreciate all that you've done, and it's great to be back with you.
It's good to be with you. We were very active, helping veterans get involved during Afghanistan, even though they weren't active duty anymore, to bring people home. It was a beautiful and amazing demonstration of American commitment to one another. This is different, obviously. America doesn't have the control in this situation. It's complicated if they get on the ground. You're trying to bring Israeli Americans home. I'm worried about the Palestinian Americans, to be honest. I mean, the professor said that Hamas would let them leave. I think that's magical thinking. What's your take about how we deal with the plight of Americans who are caught up in this situation?
Well, let me just start off by saying I don't care if you're Israeli American or Palestinian American. If you're an American, I'm willing to get you home, and I'm willing to do what is right. It is my obligation as an elected official to protect the sovereignty of America and the safety of American citizens. You know, yesterday we ended up getting over 32 Americans back. Today, we got over 45 Americans back. I'm looking to continue my rescues. That's 77 Americans in the last 2 days. And the question that I always ask is that if one member of Congress can go out and get 77 Americans who are trapped, left behind, some of which have been trying for 4 to 6 days to be able to get back, and canceled flight after canceled flight, after entrapment, after a shelling, after continual just attempts to get home, gets locked down. If I can get 77 people out on my own dime, then how is it that the full might of the entire U.S. government under President Biden has gotten zero out to this point? That, in my opinion, is an absolute
It's fair criticism. Fair criticism. It was good to hear the Secretary of State today say that they were going to start bringing flights to get people out. Let's see how they do it. Help me. With your experience, guys should know Congressman Mills served in the 82nd Airborne. He's done the job for America on several levels. What they did, we've never seen anything like this with Hamas, and we've never seen this scale. We've never seen them take this many people. What is the hope that there can be any kind of progress in this situation with Hamas at the reins? I mean, you heard the professor's arguments. About, they have to. This is an act of desperation. How do you see it?
Well, the bottom line is that I'll agree with the professor. Let's go back to Section A. Let's talk about the first caliph and Sultan Suleiman. Let's talk about the idea that Iran is really the state sponsor of terror and the evil that is actually lying below. Let's talk about Hassan Nasrallah, the General Secretary of Hezbollah, and his commitment, so much so that he had his son marry the former Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani's daughter so he could ingratiate himself with Iran. Let's talk about Qais Khazali and Hadi al-Amri, who had pledged their allegiance to the Ayatollah from Iraq and Kataib Hezbollah. Let's talk about Houthis. Let's talk about all these proxy militias like Hamas, who continue to try and basically go after and terrorize the innocent civilians. I'll be real clear, Chris. The bottom line is this. There are innocent Palestinians who are being killed as a result of collateral war because of the attacks that Hamas is basically going out and launching. There are innocent Israelis who are dying because of the terrorist attacks that are led by the Iranian proxy militias. The innocent civilians on both sides are being caught in the middle because of absolute evil. And they have tried time after time to create even Netanyahu had recommended at one point a two-state solution, which had fallen apart. But this is a greater geopolitical threat here. This was about breaking down the normalization talks between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Israel. This is about trying to go ahead and get rid of the Abraham Accords, which has seen massive progression and the ability to try and get stabilization. This is about the Iran, Russia, North Korea, and Iran geopolitical agreement that has allowed them to try and look at the China First agreement. There is a lot of things geopolitically that's going on here, and I'm sorry, but the sympathizer approach to what the professor was saying from Hamas is not looking at both sides at all. I'm looking at from a fair and balanced point of rescuing Americans, saving Americans, and trying to find stabilization and peace.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.